The year was 1782. The American Revolution was nearing its bloody end, but on the Ohio frontier, violence wasn't winding down, it was just getting personal. In the shadows of the American Revolution, a lesser-known battle raged on the edges of the frontier. It was a campaign fueled by vengeance, marred by tragedy, and stained with the blood of men on both sides. This is the story of the Crawford Expedition, a perilous march into the heart of Native American territory that would end in catastrophe and controversy. By 1782, the American frontier was under siege. Native American tribes aligned with British forces had carried out raids on American settlements in western Pennsylvania and Ohio. Tensions had escalated to a boiling point. In March of that year, American militia slaughtered nearly 100 Christian Lenape at Gnadenhutten, unarmed, peaceful, and innocent. The attack horrified even some colonists, but it also sealed the fate of many. Colonel William Crawford, a veteran of the French and Indian War and a personal friend of George Washington, was called upon to lead a punitive expedition into the Ohio country. His mission: to destroy native towns near the Sandusky River and end the raids once and for all. In early June, about 480 volunteers, farmers, woodsmen, and militia set out from Mingo Bottom. They marched west deep into hostile territory, unaware that they were being watched. What followed was a grueling trek through thick forests and swamps. But as the Americans approached their target, they found no villages to attack, only silence. The native forces had united and were waiting. This wasn't a disorganized resistance. Shawnee, Delaware, Wyandotte, and some British loyalists coordinated a trap the Americans were walking into. On June 4th, the expedition halted near the Sandusky Plains. The next day, they were attacked. It quickly turned into a disaster. Dozens were killed or captured. Among those lost was Colonel Crawford. Crawford was captured by Delaware warriors. For the massacre at Gnadenhutten, he was sentenced to death. His execution, prolonged, brutal, and public, shocked even some native witnesses. He was tortured and burned at the stake on June 11, 1782, a grim symbol of vengeance and of the cycle of violence engulfing the frontier. The failure of the Crawford Expedition marked one of the final major conflicts of the Revolutionary War on the Western frontier. Its brutality shocked the nation and ignited fierce debate about America's treatment of native peoples. It's a story rarely told, not because it's unimportant, but because it's uncomfortable. The frontier wasn't a simple tale of heroes and villains. It was a battleground of clashing worlds. The native people defending the only home they had ever known struck back with fury, driven by the memory of their murdered families at Gnadenhutten. In their eyes, justice meant pain for pain. And so, the cycle turned once again. We live in a different world now, or so we believe, but still, wars rage from misunderstanding. Still, fear drowns out dialogue. Still, leaders send the young and hopeful into conflicts without clear purpose. Have we learned from Crawford's fate, from the silence of those Ohio woods? The lesson left behind by the Crawford Expedition is not just about tactics or history, it's about the cost of forgetting each other's humanity. And until we remember, the shadows of the past will never truly rest.